Enough to, I'll tell another story later, but I was fortunate enough to play with Bugs and the Stratoblasters. I was in a band called Turnabout, and when that band kicked me out, for reasons that will remain quiet, but I can just say this, I was in my early 20s. I think anybody can go there. Bugs offered me a gig, and my first wife said, if you take that gig, I'll leave you. So I turned it down, and she left me anyway. Typical. But, so we formed the band, the Stratoblasters, kind of by accident. And, you know, the thing about Bugs is he would never tell you, you know, man, I love the way you play. He would always push you to the front, but if you were looking for, you know, a pat on the back, you weren't going to get it. And I was just sure he was going to kick me out of the band because I had some other problems that a 20-year-old would have. And I just remember him looking down at me. You know, like he had his glasses on, but he didn't. He was just looking over something, I don't know what it was, and whenever I'd make a mistake, he'd have to pull me out of the gutter or whatever it was. But I was sure he was going to leave me, so one time we were getting ready to go on the road, and I just didn't show up. I didn't know how to tell him I was going to quit, so they went on the road without me, and I dodged him for 2 years. And I ran into him 2 years later, and he looks at me and he goes, Junior, you missed a couple of gigs. And that was it. And it just kind of went on from there. And that's pretty much it. And I quit playing for 15 years, saw him 15 years after that, and he just took me under his wing the same way. Nothing ever really changed. Still never said anything. Made me just blow my ego up or anything, but I always knew, so we all love him for that.
Alright, so how many people in this room have a Bugs story? Raise your hand. We all got them, right? So I want to tell a real quick story, and then I've written a poem for Patty and the Henderson family I want to read to everybody. But when we did the benefit, and by the way, a lot of money was raised at the benefit for the Henderson family. I want everybody to give everybody in this room a hand for raising a huge amount of money. Patty told me what she wanted me to say, and the first thing she wanted me to say was, I'm boiled over, Bugs and I are boiled over by all this. Everybody in the room, say hello to the person within 10 feet of you you don't know. So you got to do that right now. And then Bugs would make some joke about how many marriages just started, right? Don't pay any attention. That's my white page. Don't pay attention to that comment, okay? Texas in the right. So anyway, I have a place in my heart where I want Patty and the family not to hurt as much. So I wrote a poem about what I think might be the future, and I want to read it to everybody. It's called Our Friend is Heaven Bound. You gotta be kidding me. Take a hike, climb a tree. You told me you'd be with me. Now you're leaving, can't you see? We're doing the dishes without one of our family. Give us a drink and listen to us rambling. He's finding a new home out on the river. We'll find a new life because he troubled his liver. He found a woman who made him feel worthy. But now to change this, we gotta get dirty. The fact is, one day it'll be better. Something new, but still all the weather. As we crawl along in the dark as we might, we'll follow the light in this cave we call life. We'll find a headlamp to get through this tarring, and find some knee pads to stop all the scarring. Who do we ask? What do we do? This journey is long. Hold my hand, we're with you. Stop, you are wrong, is the courage we need. I took your advice, now I'm down on my knees. So Lord, we're out of options, we'll hand you the problems. Listen so hard, but some voices are goblins. So we float along on our sea of beliefs, We float along as we deal with this grief. Today, we put our friend in the ground. Today, we know our friend is heaven bound.
All right, Paul Smith there. Bugs had requested, Patty had requested that we do 4 songs. 2 of them we feel really good about. And I'm going to look up at him right now and say, he's the greatest on a curve because we're doing the best we can, Bugs. And I know he will. It's impossible to say how much Bugs meant to each and every one of us. I first saw Bugs on the simulcast on Channel 13, and I was sitting with the guitar in my lap that I was getting ready to drop and throw away because I just couldn't figure it out. And I saw him, and that's been, I don't know how long it's been, but I've probably put the guitar down 3 times since then, and he's always kind of talked me into picking it back up. And he's like a father to me in a lot of ways, and he was to a lot of us, and we just really miss him, and we were honored to spend time with him. And I'm really glad that this first tune is an instrumental.
I don't know about the experience of the other former Bugs bandmates, but my experience is we got a new song, let's do this new song. No, it's in E, just watch my fingers. He never would really tell you what the song is. So in true Bugs fashion, we had no clue that we were going to do these specific songs or what they even were till about 2 days ago. I've heard the song, I've learned the song, never played the song. I don't know if the others have even heard it. Yes. So Keith has heard it before, so if it's messed up, it's Keith and Buddy's fault.